Hello everyone. Today is July 17th. Let me share the link for everybody. Okay, so when market opened, um, I closed my Beyond Meat calls because it was down, but it's recovering. Um, I lost a chance to double my money, close to 3,000. But because it was a bet for $3,000 on Beyond Meat, which was expiring in 2 days, I was still up. I still had some profit, so I had to take it. Sometimes you buy into calls or puts, but because the volatility goes up when things kind of drop, your um, s- option prices actually go end up being higher the next day. That was my case for Beyond Meat. So IWM is continuing its run. Uh, let's see. Shopify, is it dropping? Okay, Shopify keeps on dropping, but it's fine. Uh, so I'm also in KOSS. It went up to 10.77 this morning and then dropped to 10.2 something. But I think from the chart perspective, this one looks really good. So I'll keep it. GME, wow, GME is going almost at $30 and going crazy. Looks like it's going to pop above 30. Hopefully it closes at 35. Okay. Now let's see. QQQ dropped by almost 2%. Not Nike. Today Intel is hot. So I'll look at Intel. It hit 37. Wow, it hit 37. That's crazy. Tesla is propping up. I think because Elon Musk he endorsed Trump. That's why it's going up. I don't know. It's just that's just my thinking because all the other stocks are red. Nasdaq is down close to 2%, but Tesla is up. And Tesla recently openly donated some money to Trump candidate. Okay, so looks like market is still having a difficult time finding where to go. Intel keeps on dropping. GME keeps running. Tesla keeps on running as well. Wow, AMD is down 6%? That's crazy. Ah, damn it. Beyond Meat going nuts. I sold too early. Could have been an easy $4,000, $5,000 move if I kept it this morning, but hey, my exposure was too big. Looks like IWM wants to run even more. That's great. It's continuing. That's amazing. It's crazy. This is crazy. Because of this volatility, the option prices for GME is ridiculous. Only 2 days left, but the premium is $2, and currently it's close to $30. That's 7%. So the option market is pricing a 7% move for GME in 2 days. That's ridiculous. So I'm going to now forget IWM or Intel. Wow, Beyond Meat is going nuts. God damn. I could have been like I could have been up a lot, but whatever, I missed the boat. I was in a good position, but I missed the boat. Uh, my tickers are not moving. Let me restart. Okay, I need to figure out what I need to do. Actually, 42. Intel just dropped close to $1.20. Wow, Russell popping up. That's great. This it's going through the roof. IWM going through the roof. That's great. Well, I'm holding IWM calls, but long dated. Long dated out of money. Let's see. The semiconductor today getting destroyed. Um, let's see. The weakest one will be the weakest one will be AMD. Yeah, AMD is the weakest one. She's weak. AMD still has more room to drop. It should go down to 160, 181, 60. Okay, I'm going to enter Intel. Wow, even Intel is pricing this much for options. Wow, that's crazy. Because of volatility, all the option prices have gone up significantly, even for Intel. Intel used to be like 20, 30 cents, 40 cents premium, but now it's pricing almost 80 cents. That doubled. Looks like Jamie doesn't want to go above 30. Wow, the Jamie option price is ridiculous, ridiculous. There's a huge money to be made if you sell or if you sell puts or buy cover calls and stuff. Huge, huge money to be made. Okay, Russell is going. Intel is pushing back. QQQ is pushing back. I think today is going to be a very difficult trading day because it just reversed and it should continue until the previous high, but it doesn't know where to go. It's just trading sideways. When things are trading sideways, that's most difficult time. Looks like Intel is finding the foundation here. Looks like. Looks like Jamie is coming down. Coming down, coming down. it's so difficult to enter anywhere. Okay, let me just update this. Okay, so beyond, I exited beyond. Oh, oh yeah. So I entered beyond beyond calls. So beyond was 0.28. Only made 500 bucks when I could have made over thousands and thousands. Ugh. It's constant regrets. I'm not buying into it again, just in case anyone's wondering. I'm not buying into it again, mainly because one, the market looks weak. Two, um, there's reason why I sold it in the morning because my exposure was high. It was close to 3,000. Nothing has changed except that the price has gone up. So now the risk of you going long is higher because the price is higher, which means it sucks, but let it go. You missed the boat. Okay. Wow, Shopify is dropping by 4%. Hold on. Let me look. Maybe there's a good money to be made in Shopify. Russell selling off. Jimmy selling off. Maybe there's a big money to be made in Shopify. Let's see. So Shopify is dropping. Let's see where the support is. Ah, it's already at support. Let's see. Intel is on the rise again. Let's see if Okay, so I entered Intel call here. I'm going to scalp it on the way up. Let's see. And QQQ keeps dropping. Um, it looks pretty weak. I think it might drop even more. Ah, it's so difficult. Today's market is very difficult. I'm going to put, I'm going to buy put for Shopify. It's Shopify is at resistance, but there's a, well, people say there's a gap to fill. There's a chance that if QQQ crashes down, Shopify could drop even further. So I bought Shopify put, and let's see, course is dropping. That means small caps are being destroyed. Let's look at Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat dropped down to 7.37. It was up, but now it's down. Now the decision to sell my calls look pretty good. Okay, so Shopify keeps on dropping. There's not even a single support. It's just dropping like a rock. And there's supposed to be resistance here, but there's not even a single resistance to be found. It just keeps on dropping. But I'm holding long dated calls for Shopify, so my short-term put will kind of protect me. And let's see. So the high is getting lower, the low is getting lower. Looks like there's always like pump, dump, pump, dump. Very risky move. Very risky move. It looks like not only some correction to semis, but market-wide selling. It's a market sell-off. Wow, IWM, it's going back to where it was. So I'm looking at what we call VIX. This is the market fear. This is pretty much like call and put and call ratios. If VIX goes up, then there are more puts than calls. Oh, there's a pop. So if I look at VIX, VIX is actually on the rise. It looks like it's going to pop. If VIX is going to pop, there will be a market correction, like huge market correction. Um, but it looks like it's on the rise, right? Okay, so I closed my put for Shopify. I think it's time for a little bit of rebound. Um, the reason why I think there's a rebound incoming is because the sell-off is kind of stabilizing, and when it popped pretty well. My Intel call is doing pretty well. I think this might be the floor for Shopify. Okay, Intel keeps on going. That's great. When IWM goes up here, I'm going to buy puts. I'm playing a little cautious today because it's a difficult market. Almost $30 to $28 now. The GME looks very interesting. Okay, looks like Shopify is stabilized. I'll look at AMD. AMD is at the resistance. So this is the 1-year chart for AMD. This line here had been a resistance and ceiling acting for AMD for quite a bit. I'm 63. TSM is having a 7% correction today. Ooh, what's happening with Intel? So when it accumulates. So the first kind of resistance slash ceiling was here, 36.25. Okay, got it. I remember that. Looks like IWM um, hit the peak of 226, but it's coming down. There's a head and shoulder on the daily. Yeah, on the daily. cents. Okay. Intel just wiped out all the gains. Suddenly I think the market looks slow. It looks like the volume evaporated. Yeah, there's not much of volume today. I think people are just watching it from the sideline. Intel at Intel is trading higher in terms of volumes. Open Door is also trading high in volumes. There are a lot of names that you don't really see. Rivian. Okay, how about TSX? TD is down, but not too much. Yeah, bank stocks are pretty safe. Royal Bank. The bank stocks seems like the bank stocks look like they're running. Yeah, there's not much volume. Things are not moving. It's difficult to do option play with no volume. No volume. Okay, so I got out of Intel. Unfortunately, no volume, just burning premiums here and there. No movement. So Intel 15, 0.87, 0.91. Okay, so that's Intel. Shopify I entered put. Looks like QQQ wants to recover. Wants to recover. Doesn't mean that you will recover. But there's no volume whatsoever on the selling. So what I'll do is okay, I'm going to enter QQQ call. Okay, so I entered QQQ call here. Let's see. It's a risky move because the trend is down. The trend is down for today, but I think the selling pressure is dying out because the volume is not there. Let's see if it pays off. I think the whole rationale behind the sell-off today is somewhat stupid. Trump wants to introduce more tariffs, or Biden is considering more tariffs. It's so what hasn't happened? They can say whatever they want, they can consider, they can do this, they can do whatever. But if there's no action, then like what really triggered the sell-off? I know the ASML, they did the earning and then their forecast was a little bit softer because of the geographic tensions and stuff. But that's also something that we all knew about. It was nothing new. Okay, so I'm just gonna let it sit, let it do its course. Wow, NVIDIA is down close to 6% today. That's crazy. Intel coming up again. Okay, I entered Intel calls. I'm still holding my QQQ calls. I'm going to enter AMD calls. Looks like it's set to bounce back up. But I'll wait until it pulls back a little bit and then I enter. Or never mind, I'll just enter, whatever. I don't know how big the bounce back will be, but because the volume is very low, I would suspect that at one point, if it bounces, there will be a big bounce. Yeah, there's not real volume. Used to have like 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Okay, so QQQ calls, I'm out. Seven. Okay, so that's that. MD is coming down. Okay, great. If it comes down, I'll just buy more. IWM. I'm going to buy IWM puts. It's breaking down. I feel like I feel like IWM is a smaller version of QQQ. The movement is not as much as QQQ. So whenever you buy calls, you are like the burning money rate is a little bit slower. Okay, so there's the pullback. I'm actually going to buy QQQ or IWM puts. Maybe QQQ call is better. Let's see. I'm going to wait a bit because the low is almost there. So I entered QQQ calls one more time. Okay, so there's the push up. Come on, can it do it? Jamie is down almost $1 now. So for Intel, lower lows. What is that? What is that? Okay, so QQQ AMD is at the last rebounded area. And I'm going to add 2 more. Let's see. It's trading within the range. Jamie dropping again. QQQ is moving up. Okay, so it's trying the third time to crack 165. Okay, QQQ is going back up. Oh, I hate this. This. Okay, so AMD is trying to crack this for the third time. Will it work this time? Or is it going to fall? Oh well, I failed. Ugh. Okay, so QQQ dropping. Looks like another short attack. It's within the range. It wants to flush out a little further, but AMD bounced two times off of 163.41. Now, will it bounce one more time? I don't know. Looks like it wants to bounce one more time. Okay, it's bouncing one more time. Intel is dripping down. It looked good. It had a buying pressure, but dropping. QQQ dropping. So it really wants to push AMD down below this resistance 163.4-ish area. But the buying pressure is also pretty good for AMD at this point. It wants to go down. Oh, it's almost there. Touchdown. It pushed through. So the bottom has been breached for AMD. It's expected to go lower. I sold at a loss. And for QQQ, oh, I'm going to buy puts for AMD now. It's going lower. Okay. If it goes up, I'm going to buy puts from here and write it down, but it looks like it's going lower. I'm going to get rid of my QQQ calls as well. I think it's going lower. I'm cutting losses for Intel. Didn't make too much money today, right? Looks like all the gains are gonna go now. All the gains are gonna go. Ugh. Let's see. QQQ, AMD. I bet on call. Oh, no. No, that's a different one. I bought 1.58, 0.99, AMD 3.65. I bought more calls for Intel, so I doubled down. I'm going to write it up and probably sell it here to kind of cut the losses. Let's look at Nvidia. Okay. So I have to be in North York by 12 today. So I'm going to leave this. I'm going to let these rise. So I currently have Shopify. Oh, Shopify dropped even more. Okay, I'm going to have Shopify, Nike, cause then IWM, Intel. So my goal for Intel is to get out with a little bit of profit. IWM going lower. It wants to breach. It wants to break down. Huh. The IWM chart looks very similar to GME. AMD reversing. Looks like a dead cat bounce to me for the AMD. Let's see how much it can recover. Okay, so at here, I don't know which direction AMD will move because based on what Nvidia is doing, it's kind of recovering. It could recover all the way, it could not. I don't know. So what I did was I bought calls and puts at this point. So I bought both direction. At one point, it's going to make a move because it's currently sitting at the support. At one point, it's going to make a really big move. Once it makes a big move, then either direction, I'll be able to profit. Let's see. Okay, Intel calls. I'm cutting my losses. It's dropping. Oh, okay, so that's that. That's done. Looks like all my gains are disappearing. I was up 1,000, but now I'm negative. Looks like QQQ is going under. If QQQ goes under, then this will make a big move. chips want to recover. Chips want to recover. Okay, anyways, I have to be somewhere in North York by tomorrow, so I need to go. Now, what I'll do is I need to clear the options by today because the option premium prices are burning fast. If the stocks lose the volatility, then I'll probably lose on the option premiums. But so I need to clear most of them. But what I'll do is um, I'm going to go for today and I will see you tomorrow. Yes. Okay.